Empties time. Smells gross. Hi guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are finally here to show you guys my product Empties, and I'm gonna warn you guys, some of them are kind of gross. Like, I used it up, chucked it in here, never washed the container afterwards, so but that's not the point. The point is these are trash and it's time to throw it out. But before I throw it out, I'm gonna show you I used it all up, my thoughts about it, and I have hair, skincare, a lot of hair actually, and makeup as well. Some of them I might actually not remember my thoughts on it, but I'll do my best to remember whether it was worth it, whether I'd repurchase, etc. So yeah, if you guys are ready, let us begin. So I actually have another bag of some Empties, so I might start off with these. These are just really massive containers. Guys, I actually don't really talk about hair products that much on my channel, and unfortunately, most of these are hair stuff. I don't know if it's unfortunately actually, because a lot of you are actually interested in what I use for my hair as well. So let's start off with this gross looking container. Oh my gosh, that's gross. This is the Kerastase Bein Therapist Balm in Shampoo, and mine is the erosion level 3-4, which is for really damaged hair. Obviously, Kerastase is a kind of expensive brand. This was basically, as the name suggests, a balm type of product that you use at the shampoo level or before. This is seriously gross, guys. I don't even want to be holding this. It's a thick type of gooey balm that takes a lot of rubbing to work up a sort of foam and a lather. I wouldn't say that it really helped my hair that much, but it's not like a bad product either. It was a really nice shampoo, but it was a little bit hard to work with because of the fact that you need to squeeze out a little bit, work up the lather in your hand, and it needs a lot of time to do. I don't know, it was a bit of a weird, like hard kind of texture. I don't know guys, I have mixed feelings about this, but I don't think I buy it again. Okay, so this one is the Too Cool for School Egg Remedy Hair Pack, which as you can see was really used so that the name even disappeared. This was actually surprisingly really good, and it was like a favorite at one point. It says it's a 3-in-1 step salon care intensive hair repair. As you guys know, Too Cool for School isn't famous for their hair products, but this was seriously surprisingly good. I did want to mention this in my favorites a few times, and I think every time I filmed it, I forgot to bring it out. It was one of those products, but some protein products can make your hair feel nice and thick when it's thin, so that's good, but it can leave it feeling a bit rough. This one actually helped to add a treatment, so it was smooth at the same time as feeling strengthened and thick. The smell was nice, the texture was really nice and pleasant, and I always looked forward to using this. It says that it's high in nutrients and hydration as well as protein, so really good for those with very damaged hair or highly processed hair. So really good for like if you do bleaching all the time or dyeing. I actually really recommend this product if they still sell it, and I would buy this again. Okay, another hair product. Now you guys know Joico is actually my holy grail for a really long time. I've mentioned these since many years ago. I still do love Joico. This is the Joico K-Pack Intense Hydrator Treatment for Dry Damaged Hair. I love this stuff. This is the stuff that I live on, and I actually prefer this over the Joico K-Pack conditioner. The conditioner feels a little thin sometimes, and although it leaves the hair feeling soft, it feels thin afterwards. So it doesn't really dry nicely, it gets a bit frizzy. So I think the conditioner is good for already thick hair, but if you've got kind of thin hair and you want to strengthen it as well as get the beautiful smell and the softness and the silkiness, I highly recommend this Intense Hydrator. They have backups. This is what I squeeze into like a smaller container when I'm traveling, and I take it with me to kind of give me that boost to my hair if my hair is not in a good place and it's a bit rough. When I use this really like intensely, kind of like I do a treatment of leaving it in my hair for a while, and then I wash it off after about 10 minutes. My hair seriously looks very nice. Like I can style it very professionally, silky, smooth, and it looks healthy too. So highly recommend my Joico K-Pack. I buy mine online because that's American, they don't sell it in Korea. Okay, another hair product, oh my gosh, and this looks kind of gross too, is the Primera Shampoo Blackseed Scalp Relief. They actually sent me this entire line before, and I was very grateful because my dad tells me all the time about how good Blackseed is for your hair and for your hair growth. If you're thinning, if you're kind of losing hair, Blackseed is, black bean actually, common kong in Korean, is the best remedy for it. So William and I actually do this black bean tea that we make at home, and we drink that almost like water. Kind of been helping a lot ever since my hair kind of thinned out a lot after I did hair extensions. Yeah, Primera has made an entire line based around Blackseed. I'm actually using some other thing in this line still for the scalp. The scalp spray thing is 9 free as well, silicone free, sulfate free. So this is supposed to really focus on the scalp. So if you've got irritated scalp, or it's a bit sore, or it's feeling a little weak or stripped, this is meant to add nutrition and help to calm and soothe it, as well as add nutrients to the hair. It doesn't particularly smell very nice, so it's not like one of those sensory nice shampoos. It doesn't smell bad, but I mean, like, it doesn't smell like fruity and florally and pretty, etc. But which is good. Obviously, it doesn't have that much fragrance in it. I'm not sure if I would actually buy this again because I don't exactly remember whether it helped my hair that much. It was just a good shampoo to kind of get through, knowing that it has good ingredients in it on the natural side of products for your hair. Pretty sure if you use this entire line very faithfully, it will be actually really good for you because of the black bean in it. So that. Okay, next up is the Klavu Pure Pulsation Divine Pearl Cleansing Oil. Finished that, and I love this stuff. I would buy it again. It was a really, really great cleansing oil. This was in my updated skincare routine video recently. It's a very, very viscose oil. A little goes a long way. It feels very gentle on the skin. It dissolves very well because it's like so viscose, as I said. It does have a little bit of fragrance in it, but it doesn't feel like a very artificial, chemical, strong, fake fragrance. I think it was like vanilla-y. I don't remember. Yeah, it was slightly vanilla-y. The only gripe about this was that it leaked. I don't know what it was about the container, but there was always a bunch of oil wherever it was sitting, even though I cleansed it over and over again. Something about this area kind of like just leaks oil, so it was definitely not something that you can carry around unless you put it into a different container. But it was great. I love the pump. I love the formula. It was really effective in cleansing, and I think it's on the better end of cleansing oils in regards to the leftover scum on your face. Like, it was really clean afterwards instead of having a little bit of grease left over. I find that, you know, Shuamuro's one does leave that kind of oily feeling. It's a bit more waxier, I feel like. This one's waterier. Waterier, just made a word. Yes, I would buy that again. 2 more skincare in this bag, and now we're onto the box. First is the SK-II Gen Optics Aura Essence. You guys know that I'm really into clean and natural skincare, no fragrance and stuff. I like that SK-II doesn't have fragrance in it, but it's not completely clean and natural in its ingredients list. However, the R&D behind the science in the products doing very high-tech functions on the skin convinced me, and so this is actually like my 3rd bottle of Aura Essence. If I were to go into the details of how it works, I've talked about this before, so I don't want to bore people, but basically Aura Essence helps your skin to go back to its natural translucent state as much as possible. So when we're born, babies, you know, we have more like transparent skin, and that's what makes it look brighter and clearer and more youthful. But as you grow older, environmental pollution, obviously sun, a lot of different factors add to the melanin in your skin growing stronger and the cloud formations growing stronger on your skin, which basically increases the pigmentation in your skin. So the skin loses its transparency and becomes more like thick looking and more of like a solid color, if you know what I mean. So actually, when you think that someone has really beautiful, bright, glowy skin, it's usually because of how transparent their skin looks, like almost glassy. So what the Aura Essence does is it helps to clear the cloud formations of the skin. It does have an immediate kind of whitening effect as soon as you apply it as well. If you use it quite regularly, you do feel that the skin is maintaining it, if not reversing a little bit. So I do really like it, and I'm still using another one at the moment. So already extremely expensive though, I have to admit. I think it depends on what your priority for skincare is. Some people is about acne, some people is about pore clarity. So if your priority is about the melanin of your skin pigmentation, or the clarity, then I do think it's worth it. Otherwise, probably not. Just gonna be real with you guys. Okay, next is this Solhasu Snow Wise Brightening Emulsion. I don't know why this has so much of Ellie's hair sticking on my face as well. This is the whitening line of the Solhasu, and honestly, I'm not sure if it really did anything, but it is a really nice product. So you use the lotion together with the emulsion. Emulsion is more of the thicker kind of lotion, white lotion. It does contain ingredients that are really supposed to be very effective for skin brightness and tone. So I don't know, I think for whitening you do have to use quite a lot for a long term. It's not like a short term thing to really see the results. But yeah, aside from the whitening function, it is a really nice middle lotion type of product that hydrates the skin. So if you are looking for a good lotion and you do want to invest long term, if only they could kind of tone down the fragrance sometimes. So for the 평강률 shampoo, guys, this was a really unique shampoo. It feels really light and natural and gentle, and it has a very like subtle fragrance that's hardly there. It feels really clean on the hair and kind of like non-obtrusive. That's a good or bad thing depending on what. Like sometimes, as much as shampoos with strong fragrances are not good for you, we don't want our hair to not smell like anything sometimes, right? So that's kind of just one factor that goes into the 평강률 shampoo in terms of it doesn't give you that fragrance to the hair. And one other thing is that a little does not go a long way with this. I felt like I had to pump it quite a lot to do my whole hair. But yeah, as I said, it was a really nice, light, natural and mild shampoo with not a lot of harsh ingredients in this. More shampoos. As I said, I'm a Joico fan. Joico really helps me to tone my hair color. So this is the Color Balance Blue shampoo for eliminating brassy orange tones on lightened brown hair. And then the Color Balance Purple shampoo, which is one of my favorite purple shampoos. Pigmentation in this is really good for eliminating yellows. I have a lot of purple shampoos. Some work better than others. This one tends to work really well on my type of yellow blonde hair. So I have backups of these already. Obviously, purple shampoos are never going to be very hydrating for the hair. They usually do dry the hair out, so you have to balance it out with treatments afterwards. But for color grabbing, it's just amazing. And this one was good for when my hair was brown. It helped to create a more ashier brown when it was leaning more towards orangey, warmer, brassier brown. Obviously, not the most clean ingredients though, so that's just one thing to keep in mind. Next up is the MAC Gently Off Lip and Eye Makeup Remover. I love this stuff. I love it. It just works so well. It's very gentle, but you use it up very quickly, and it's not the most affordable makeup remover. Like, do you really want to spend a lot of money on eye makeup remover? At the same time, you want to use something that's good for the eyes as well. It's a bit of a toss-up for me, personally, for makeup removers, whether I should be investing in it or not, because there are a lot of really effective ones that are like $5 to $10, like the Etude House ones that I really love. And they work really, really well as well. Yeah, not considering price and just talking about the effectiveness and the pleasantry of using it, I loved it. It never stings the eyes, takes off waterproof mascara very well without having to rub it too much. But as I said, it just gets used up so quickly. So yeah, this is the one that I really love, actually, the Etude House mascara remover. You might have seen this in my skincare routine video. Yeah, this has the double layer of water and oil. You shake it up, purposely made for their waterproof mascaras, and it works very, very well. It contains quite a lot of product and it's really affordable as well, so definite repurchase. This one really looks gross because this is another shower product. It's the Overtown Vibrant Pink Deep Treatment, and mixed it all up. If you guys don't know, Overtown is the brand that I really trust to get my hair different colors whenever I feel like it. Actually, it's a hair treatment, but it's pigmented. So you can basically add color into your hair if it's bleached or light, 3 to 5 minutes, and you've got color in your hair with no damage. So I absolutely love Overtones, guys. I have basically all of their different colors in my shower for whatever my mood is that day. I literally just decide, oh, today I feel like purple hair, get some hand gloves and just like apply it to the ends and it's done. Voila. Even when I'm traveling, I take a little dosage of whatever colors I might feel like in separate containers, and I change my hair color up on the go. This is an old one, oldie but goodie, the Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. I think before they changed their packaging. It's a really nice gentle cleanser. It doesn't have like a really strong blueberry scent to it. It's really, really subtle. It doesn't feel really comprehensive though, so really good for just like a second step or morning routine kind of cleansing. And actually a little goes a long way for this because I used this for quite a while and William liked using this as well. This here is actually a makeup remover I got in Italy, so if we've got any Italian muses here, you might recognize this. I don't know, I think I didn't have an eye makeup remover when we were on the go in Europe, and William and I just stopped by some random grocery store and just bought a makeup remover, and it happened to be this one, the Eupholia Struccante Bifasico. I don't know if I said it properly. It was a double layer makeup remover with water and oil, and it was really gentle, not really effective on super tough waterproof mascara, but good for like average non-waterproof to medium kind of waterproofness, you know, contained a lot of product as well, but not totally memorable either. I think I just used it up for the sake of finishing it. Okay, this one is not an empty because I still have a lot left in it, but I did use it up and I just went over the best before date, so I ended up having to throw it away. I actually have a lot of those products unfinished, expired, and I have to throw it out. That's a different video altogether. So this is the Lush Toner Water, Aroma water. For this one I have mixed feelings, guys, because it's such a beautiful scent and it really moisturizes and it smells so natural of like rose and lavender. So refreshing. As soon as you spritz it, kind of just wakes you up. But it does contain fragrance and methylparaben, so it's not like something I would totally recommend, but I did enjoy using it, and I think this is really good for like body moisturizing as well, like body spray, because it just comes with so much product. So yeah, Lush Aroma Water. The then Concentrated Revitalizing Lifting Mask, which I mentioned before as one of my favorites when I was sick. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this already, but it was a really great mask. Very heavy duty and has so much ingredients packed in this, but super expensive. So honestly, I'm not sure if it's like really worth it because it contains such a small amount that gets used up very quickly. But it was actually really effective for like replacing many steps of skincare all in one, which is the purpose of Ven. They only have like 2 products in the line. Yeah, I remember I really enjoyed using this at the time because of how heavy duty it was, whilst it still felt very clean ingredients list. So yeah, if you're wondering, Ven is it's K-beauty, but I think the makers are American, Korean Americans, or something, that people who once worked in the K-beauty industry and they decided to make their own brand. And then, okay, this one is the Swim 37 Secret Essence. You guys know that I really loved this for quite a while. I've done quite a number of videos about this actually. It's a really great first step essence. Amazing. If you find out the whole behind story about how they make this is kind of like their star product out of their whole line. I've mentioned this in quite a number of videos, so if you want to look at my best of beauty for skincare videos, I'm sure you'd find a lot more information that I put in there about the ingredients in this. But in terms of buying again, I'm not sure if I would get it again because I'm actually really loving the Revectin First Step Essence better. It's not as fragranced as well, so yeah, I don't know. Good, but now with all these other newer, more cleaner and natural skincare products out, maybe this is kind of losing its grip in my heart. But yeah. Now this one is a really old product that I took a really long time to use, and to be honest, I went over the expiry date for this, but in the end we used it up quite a while ago and I'm throwing it out. So this is the SK2 Masterpiece Patera cream, and I got this last time when SK2 invited me to Japan for their launch of it. They only made a limited number of these products and I'm not sure if they actually ever launched worldwide, so I don't know if you guys will be interested anyway, but it was a really beautiful product. It was based on fermented baby peaches and it smelled absolutely divine, and the richness of the cream was beautiful. If only they continued to make these creams and then kind of worked on the clean ingredients list a little more as well, it would be amazing, amazing. I would have to say that this is one of my favorite creams ever, without talking about ingredients, but simply only talking about the texture and the performance of leaving your skin well moisturized and feeling really nutrient rich. So beautifully blended, very rich. It felt very like revitalizing on the skin afterwards. I prefer this over La Mer's texture and a lot of other very super high-end creams. Here we've got AHC's 365 Red Cream. This is also an amazing cream. If you look into the story behind this as well, I have so much to share about each product. I can never do like a 10-minute video. Okay, I'm gonna kind of resist elaborating on this because there's just too much to share. So yeah, this was a pretty good cream. It wasn't very thick though, but pretty clean ingredients, and it was a very like comfortable to use pump thing, quite hygienic as well. I love AHC. I think they make really good products. This is actually 남자 거. This is for Will. So he finished using up the Sorasu's Men Skin Reinforcing Emulsion and the Sorasu Age Defying Cream. So I noticed that he uses it every morning and night, and he uses the toner together with it too. As you guys know, men and women's skincare doesn't really have that much of a difference except in packaging and fragrance. And the texture, they just try to make it a little lighter because guys don't like to typically put a lot of things on the skin and have like a greasy, thick feeling. These are like glass bottles. The cream has that pump. They have like, you know, their signature herbal scent to it. So anyway, seeing as William is using this entire line again, it must be pretty good. Okay, moving on a little quicker, guys. Patera's Age Away Vitalizing Eye Cream, Anti-Wrinkle, Resilience and Radiance. This is a beautiful eye cream. It's a pump. It comes with its own little cute stand thing. It's like a little silver thing. So it's like luxury, you know, luxury eye cream. I think this is actually really good for presents for parents because parents just enjoy a bit of luxury. The function of it was pretty good too. If I were to recommend it to like people my age, probably not. If you're just looking for function and not like packaging factor, you know, this is kind of fancy schmancy. Yeah, if you don't really care for that and you're just looking for the actual cream itself, the actual texture, the formula, then I don't know, there are a lot of other creams that I recommend as well. It is actually quite nice though. I remember it was very easy to blend, not too heavy but not too light. Normally I actually don't really finish eye creams because I use like the tiniest amount. My eyes are pretty small anyway. I don't really use a lot because I tend to get a lot of milia if I use very heavy things around the eye. So to see that I finished this quite quickly, I'm not sure. It means that it gets used up very quickly, so not very long lasting. Okay, this is the Aesop Parsley Seed Antioxidant Facial Hydrating Cream. William and I both really liked this cream. Actually, we're quite a fan of Aesop in general. They have very long-lasting, very nutrient-rich products. Apart from the kind of strong fragrance, it smells so good. It's a very like spa-like, natural, very woody, kind of musky, herbal, yes, we say herbal in Australia. Yeah, it's very nourishing, it's very potent, it's really different. And you only need like 2 or 3 products to do your entire skincare regime if you go with full Aesop's line. 평강률's Moisture Serum. I had so many 평강률 empties in my previous tray that William threw out. So this is the only thing that I recently finished up because I've been trying out other products recently. If you guys haven't noticed. As I said, 평강률 was like my savior for when I was going through a really stressed out time for my skin. My skin was just reacting to things, it was very sensitive, it was irritated and it was hurting, it was sore whenever I used anything that had a bit of harsh ingredients in it. I shared this on my radio show before, but I think it was because my skin's resistance to harsh ingredients just kind of like the barrier fell down one day because I've been testing so many products out for you guys and normally people don't use that many products, but because I've been reviewing, I do use a lot more than the average person and my skin just couldn't deal with it, and that's when I started to turn to really clean, natural skincare. And 평강률 was just like the best thing. I have heard that some people break out from 평강률 though, so I can't believe that that happens. Perhaps it is some ingredient in there that they're not really used to, or maybe there's allergic reaction, or maybe something is a bit harsh in it that some people's skin works well with because it's kind of herbal, whereas some other people might not do very well with. So I definitely think it's something you have to test out yourself, but for sure, it's quite an outlier to see people reacting from 평강률's products.
They have a very minimal list of products and it's very clean and very natural and very mild and gentle, but not super moisturizing as I've said before. So
it was really good for just helping me to kind of detox my skin. My skin came totally back to normal afterwards, and now I'm able to sort of try out some new things here and there again. Okay, we've got another SK2 in here, the Spot Essence. Yes, I love it and I'm still using it. I think Spot Essence is actually helping keep my spots at bay and kind of reduce the strength of my moles. I have a lot of moles, as I've said before. Today I'm doing kind of like really light foundation so you can actually see my moles. I love my moles now. I think there's nothing wrong with it. Although in Korea it's really rare to have people walking around with a lot of moles left on because everyone takes it all out. But I still try to use essences targeted for dark spots because my family has a tendency of getting age spots. It's kind of like for Asian skin, some have more of a tendency to develop dark spots or age spots, like kind of large ones, and my family seems to have it from my grandfather's side, so I do it as a means of like prevention. But I actually have another one of this at the moment and I'm still using it. These Horasu Concentrated Ginseng Renewing Cream X Light. Oh, I just realized it says light. Is that why I didn't like the other one? There's another one that I got that I thought was this, but it's like so heavy that I had to stop using it. But this one I really enjoyed. Really rich and soothing and relaxing at the end of the day because it has that ginseng scent. And when you're craving a lot of moisture, especially like during dry winters, I think this is definitely a lifesaver. But it's so expensive. To be honest, guys, I kind of feel bad because like skincare products are not cheap. They're not cheap. But I get them, you know, for free. A lot of brands send it to me, or when they want me to test it out, review it, or I get like coupons to try things for free. So I feel very advantaged that I do get to try these out, but then again, it's my job. So I'm doing it to show you guys, and I know I'm saying like everything's really good, but it's so that it gives you more of a palette to pick and choose the one that you end up buying to use for yourself. So hopefully my testing and trials help you, but at the same time, I'm not endorsing that you need to buy all of these really expensive stuff. Obviously, I know you guys know, but maybe for my younger viewers, I just want you guys to know that it's not normal to use like so much skincare products, not normal to buy and spend a lot of money on it all the time like this, because it's my job. So I want you guys just to know that, keep that in mind when you're watching my videos, okay? Okay, this is my favorite hand cream. I cannot live without the L'Occitane Shea Butter Dry Skin Hand Cream of 20%. I've been using this since I was like 18 or something, 21 actually. Always been a hand cream that I cannot live my life without. And recently I've stepped up a notch, and must be the age, I'm not sure. I'm going up to 25% one now, which is the heavier one. And it's been pretty good. It's definitely more rich, but I love this. Another makeup remover is the Edgy Curl Fix Mascara Remover. I love this too. I honestly don't remember the difference between this and the other pink one. I think this one was a little less heavy duty and the pink one was heavier duty, but either way, both were great. I've got a Darkness Premium Eyelash Glue. I love this. It's I can't live without this for eyelash glue or for doing a double eyelid for days when I want my eyes to do more of a round makeup look. So I normally have a little bit of a double eyelid. It's kind of 속쌍꺼풀. So you guys might notice in some videos my eyes are a little bit more like straighter, like slanted. Some days I go with this when I want to have a more feminine, pretty look for like skirts and stuff. And then some days I just don't go with it and I just do my natural eyelids, like half a millimeter kind of difference. It really is so small, but it's fun to just play with your makeup here and there. So that's what I use this for. It's got collagen in it, so it doesn't stretch your eyelids. And I think it's really, really good for precise application because of this applicator. Look, it comes in this kind of brush. You can do precise application for individual eyelashes. You can do your double eyelid fold and bring it up higher if you want. And it holds all day long without showing. It's like transparent, so it doesn't really look obvious. So I highly recommend this to all my friends who have, you know, one double eyelid and one monolid kind of thing. If you want to even it out, this is the best double eyelid glue ever. Like some of them catch and show all white after a few hours. This doesn't do that. The hold is excellent and it's quite waterproof as well. Okay, now we have a lot of makeup in here. I don't know how much time we have left, but I'm gonna kind of go through it quick. I loved this. This is from Italy. It's the Naxi Argan shampoo. Just found it at Cosmoprof in Bologna last time. Amazing. You guys are so lucky to have this brand. I'm gonna try and buy more of it online. Really, really good. It just leaves the hair so silky. Smells nice, so soft. Can't explain it. It's amazing. I've got a 조성아 lip tint in here where I've just finished the lip tint side. I never really use their glosses because I don't like it. It's too thick. But yeah, this is the one in chiffon. This one is the very Barbie kind of pink look. So finished that one. Got another 조성아 lip tint of my favorite one in cashmere. You guys know this is my absolute favorite red tint. Although, as I said, I do not use the lip gloss, so it's kind of a waste of money. I wish they only had the tint. But if I were ever to create a tint, I would create something like this with my own style of packaging without this, and maybe with a different product to complement it. But yeah, I love this. I've gone through quite a few of these as well. Okay, I've got some MAC lipsticks that I'm just throwing out. I don't know if you guys are interested in these, but these ones are actually, I think I'm throwing it out because they're just so old. I kept it just for sentimental value. I've had them since Australia, but I finally like clamped down and I thought I'd do the back to MAC thing. MAC's Creme de Nude, which was this nude color. I loved nudes when I was back in Australia, guys. And then we've got the MAC Myth, which I've used up. I used to love using this to conceal my lips for gradient lips. It doesn't have the name. I think it's MAC Myth as well. Lipsticks that I just chucked out during my recent makeup cleanse, beauty room cleanse. I've got my favorite Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Powder in the Snoopy version. So usually it's green. This is a really great handy powder. I think every makeup brand now has something like this, but the Innisfree was honestly the first one to come out with such a successful successful one, and everyone started to just like copy Innisfree's loose powders. So it's not very rare, but I still like it. What I actually really love this for is alternative to dry shampoo when you can't carry around aerosol can with you when you're traveling or something. Just take this and you can multi-function for mattifying your skin as well as your hair. It does really well because it is so fine and it's really like dusty, you know, so it's really good for second day hair or something like that. Look at all these cushion foundation empties, guys. How do I do this? How do I go through all these cushion foundation empties? I'll just read them out to you because it would take another video to just even talk about them. These are just like the refill empties, okay? Ready? You guys ready? The Sam Eco Soul Essence Cushion, YSL's Fusion Ink Cushion Foundation. This one doesn't have a name, but it just says Innisfree, so obviously it's Innisfree. This one is that metal one by Sum37, the Sum Sun Away Cushion. Misha M Magic Cushion Moisture. I think I just threw this one out because it's old, but honestly, I'm not a fan of Misha cushions, guys. Misha's cushions always have way too much fragrance and it can be very thick. Perite UV Multi Cushion DX. I got this a long time ago because I remember my friend Taeyong, who's another Korean YouTuber, she really liked it, so I tried it out. Didn't become like my absolute favorite though, it was okay. Iope's Air Cushion XP. I have mixed feelings about Iope now, especially since so many other cushions have come out recently, so my standards have changed. I don't know, I think something about Iope can be not as silky on the skin and slightly more like drying. That's just my view towards Iope's cushions at the moment. Another Iope Air Cushion XP. Another Iope cushion in Cool Ivory Air Cushion Natural Glow. The great thing about Iope is like within Aritown, they have a lot of different shades. I think that's one of their key advantages. Because they have that, it adds that kind of variety to K-beauty that a lot of other brands don't offer. This is a really old one, the Beyond Alice in Wonderland Blooming Snow Cushion. This was also very thick. These are all like first generation cushions. The Clio Kill Cover Foundwear Water Kill Cushion, the Clio Kill Cover Conceal Cushion. I still really love this one for high coverage, amazing. Another YSL Fusion Ink Cushion Foundation. And last but not least, this is the Hera UV Mist Cushion Long Stay Matte. I think I threw this one out because I realized it's also overdue. I can't even hold it all in one hand, but honestly, my beauty room is a mess right now, but my cushions are really well organized. So one day, I might actually give you guys a tour of my current like makeup that I have if you are interested. It's not totally organized, as I said, but it will give you guys a bit of an update into what I have, so you know what I'm testing out. And if you have any questions about cushions, let me know, and I might just do like an updated cushion, like favorites cushion, maybe top 10, top 15 video in the future if you guys are interested. Okay, we're getting to the end, guys. This is Bobbi Brown's Creamy Concealer in Sand with the Pale Yellow Pressed Powder, the duo. I used to love Bobbi Brown's concealer, but now I actually don't really use concealer under my eyes anymore. I don't know why. I used to not be able to live with it, but now foundation itself is enough. Maybe because I don't do that many all-nighters as much as I did in uni. I only finished this, and that's the Pale Yellow powder that I actually don't really use, so I'm just saying goodbye. Adios. Okay, and last but not least, guys, I have all these pencils and pens. So I have a lot of Clio Kill Black in here. I go through these very quickly because they really honestly don't last very well, and the packaging is just so gross after a while. And it's not the most cheap brand anymore either. Once upon a time it was kind of affordable, but now it's getting more expensive. But still one of my favorite brush liners that I just kind of revert back to. It's just simple. They have a really nice brush. The formula feels nice because it kind of feels like it's silicone-y and watery, so it feels thin and very forgiving to work with. It's a nice, soft yet precise look. Then I've got the Heimish eyeliner in deep brown. I don't think they make these anymore, the Heimish eyeliners. These colors were really good and the packaging was beautiful, and it came with a blending brush at the end as well as the sharpener, so they kind of like really went all out with this. But unfortunately, it's one of those products where the eyeliner formula dries up and gets hard, so yeah, I had to throw that one out because of that. Edgy All Day Fix Pen Liner Black. This was okay, but the pen itself is very spongy, so I didn't really enjoy it that much. Not very waterproof at all, not very long lasting, so not very trustworthy. The IOP Perfect Drawing Gel Liner in Smoky Charcoal, this was like same packaging as Heimish. They might have made it at the same place, so Heimish actually spent quite a lot of money in theirs, but IOP, yeah, this also dried out, so probably made it at the same place. This dried out, like I have a lot left, but I had to throw it out because it dried out. IOP's Perfect Defining Eyeliner, which the packaging is beautiful. Not very waterproof either. I prefer Clio's over this. Another Heimish eyeliner, another Heimish eyeliner. I think they just dried out. This is Touch in Soul Sepia eyeliner. This also dried out on me, but the color was really nice. Also Twister with the sharpener. Okay, 3 left, guys. The Heroine Makes Smooth Liquid Eyeliner. This one is a really precise tip, so that's a bit unique. It's really thin compared to Clio. Pretty good, but Clio's is more buildable, so I preferred Clio. This one flakes off a lot more if you go over it when it's already dry. It just like kind of comes off, you know, you have to start again. And then we've got the Perfect Automated Liner by Majolica Majorca. This is in the brown color. This was quite nice actually, but I don't really remember it that much. And then last but not least is the Etude House Easy Gruffy Brush Liner, which was a unique brush liner in that it kind of looks like slanted and it reminds me of lipstick shaped. So it's thin, but it has a slant. So you can go and get the thick line or like turn it around this way and get the thin line. So it was unique, but Etude House's brush liners all don't really last very well as well. They're very affordable, are very pigmented, but they rub off very quickly. So not very trustworthy in my books either. I'm gonna start again to collect my empties again. So we'll make this a series. But one question, should I actually do a video going through the other products that I'm throwing out in the trash that are not empties, but I couldn't finish and I'm throwing out because of the expiry date? Please let me know, because I can also go through and share with you guys my quick thoughts on them. But if not, if it's too much, that's okay. Let me know in the comments below. I hope that me trying out tons of products for you guys at least comes in a little bit handy in your life. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make a list of the names of the products for this video down in the description bar below, but if you have any questions, if you want to find out the name of a product that you missed, you can just let me know in the comments, like what was the product at 1603 or something like that, and I'll just let you know as a response. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys have a great week again. Stay in touch with me throughout the week via my social media. Hope you guys have a victorious, beautiful, unforgettable week full of lots of love, laughter, and joy. And if you're going through a difficult time, I just want to send a hug through the camera, let you know that I'm here cheering you on no matter what you're going through, guys. Keep your head up, and yeah, I will see you guys all in my next video. I don't know what else to say. Subscribe for more, turn on your notification bell button. I'll see you guys next week. So yeah, bye everyone. 다음에 또 봐요.